You see that opposition right there? With the, where the fuck is my finger at? Thank you. Sorry, oh God. So anyway, Donald Trump, we're going to look at his chart. You got to do this. See, we have a Leo rising. I'm going to take it from the most important, and then it's the farthest planet out. Not that they're not all important, but just to kind of run it out, run it to you. I've got doors open and stuff. A big old moth will fly in, and that's the proof of why we shouldn't do this. It'll land right here, and I'll be like, "What is this? How come this is happening?" Anyway, he was born on a full moon. Yeah, born on a full moon, you guys. And it's a Sagittarius moon, though. Now, let me, oh my goodness gracious. This person, it's conjunct. He has this, he was born on a full moon, and it's conjunct the nodes, the moon's nodes. This means the opposition sun, and his sun in Gemini, by the way. Okay, so I'll try to talk to you about, okay, so his ascendant, the way he looks, is your ascendant. And he has Leo at the 29th degree. And now that's just a full cup of Leo. And everybody knows that the color of Leo is just so orange, right? It's orange. It's the bright sun. It's the summer days, man. And the sun sets. And Leo's a fire sign anyway. That color. And then, see, that's your ascendant. And so he has that there. And so not that that's supposed to turn him orange or anything, but then he has Mars on the ascendant. I don't know if you can see it, but okay. Oh, God, please. I'm doing great astrology, aren't I? Yeah, anyway. He has Mars in the 12th house in Leo on the ascendant. Mars is Aries ruled, though. And so this person is a warlord. You wouldn't know that right off because it's in the 12th house. It's kind of hidden. It's hidden. It's in Leo. But the red planet is on his ascendant. It's kind of like Aries-ish now. I'm an Aries rising, and it's very warlord kind of, but not warlord. It's just Mars. It's manly, and it's orange. Okay, so he has the orange planet on his ascendant. You're looking at an orange person there. Okay, I don't know if you know that, but so yes. Now let's move on to. It happens that this happens to be trine his the full moon. It's trine. So this person, see, now when you look at the sun, it right in between a sun conjunct Uranus is the moon's node in Gemini. This says that his goal is right in between these two planets. It's like that's your life's mission is your north node, where your future, where you're plowing forward towards, and I'm pretty sure, and so the sun is conjunct Uranus. Now, let me shut this door over here. If you're not like scurrying around in an alley because you have this sun conjunct Uranus, you are that's Aquarius vibration. Now the sun is infused with the Uranus. I mean, Uranus has gone Kazemi behind the sun, and now it's like the Uranus pill has been stuck into the sun, and Uranus is the planet of Aquarius. It's very technological. It's extremely, it's lightning. It's smart. Like I said, now if it's so much energy packed in the sun, a lot of these people are so harebrained and mixed up, but really they are geniuses. If you find them in a position of something like Donald Trump or something, this is the genius part of that's there. It's a genius. Because how do you maintain that stature? He has the genius part there, and in Gemini, yeah, very smart. Of course, many ways of communicating. He is affiliated with communications like you don't even know. he talks about it probably. He says like, and he knows about the EMF wave thing and everything. He knows the freedom of speech stuff and all that, right? You kind of see. I don't really watch it, but I look at it and say, oh, that's really interesting. He sounds like JFK when he starts saying, "Excuse me, the freedom of press. What the hell is this?" And you can't blah blah. And he's like, anyway, so let's go on. Because he's a Mercury ruled sun, and he has that genius quality right there, and that's all opposing the moon. He was born on a full moon, but see, it's a powerhouse because his moon is trine. See, a lot of times there's a lunatic right there. Yeah, he can probably swing. There isn't any middle ground with this person. It's like either over here or over here. It's weird. These full moon people, I swear. I mean, yeah, there's something. I mean, they are like that, and they activate at the new moon and the full moon. But in between, it's like, yeah, I'm not really interested in that. Anything. I don't know. They just activate when the moon starts going. It's weird. I have had a chance to study it. Anyway, so that's what they call it, a lunatic. Like all of a sudden, oh, now I just want to party, baby. It's weird. So, but anyway, I mean, it's trine. His ascendant is trine Mars. Very good dancer, maybe. Um, very charismatic. But now this is the thing. With the sun, that's Mercury ruled, and so is his that genius part. The node right in between the Uranus. It's a genius. Very communicative. In many different ways. He knows all of the ways that communications can happen, I'm sure, especially the higher ups. It's in the 11th house of Capricorn, so he's an amazing businessman, right? Genius, something like that. So he's affiliated with something you're going to be, you should know. It's German, and it has to do with our telecommunications and space weaponry and stuff like that. I mean, I'm talking about, I was trying to tell you about the Iran thing. I'm not, that how that they have the key to time travel and teleportation and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm telling you. And so, but now this is what is so mystifying to me. He's Mercury ruled that way, very, very, very so. But he has Mercury in Cancer, and that's just amazing to me because those people are so quiet and deep as the ocean, so much so that they can't even talk. So, but this person is very talkative, right? He's trying to run for president and stuff, and he already made it, and him forever. And see, but now he does have. Now look at how Neptune is trining his Venus. He has a Venus conjunct Saturn, so he has some kind of wisdom about love. It's not easy for him, but it's conjunct. But so he's probably really practical. No, with it in Cancer. In Cancer, okay, now where is this? In the 11th house, I'm sorry, his sun is in the 10th house. It's on the cusp of the 11th. But the 10th house is the house of Capricorn. He has this Venus, Saturn, and the Mercury all in Cancer, which is extremely nurturing. It's mother oriented, and it's moon ruled, and he has born on this full moon. So this is a big blow up. Something feminine going on in his social arena. I'm telling you, it's looking like, okay, so it's a little hard in love, right? Maybe they misunderstand him and his views about women or something, but maybe he's a heterosexual. Maybe it's normal to be attracted to each other that way. I don't know. Comment section down below. What do you think? And so then, but see, his social arena is extremely deep and nurturing, and it's connected to his home here because. But the Sagittarius thing has to do with high-minded, like global stuff, and anyway, let's try to move on here. But see now when I'm doing this, now let's see where Pluto is. Now how do I tell what Pluto? Yes, see he has Pluto and he has Pluto he's being set off. It's in the 12th house. It's kind of, oh my God, so he almost has a conjunction of Pluto and Mars. It's pretty much in the same. A lot of astrologers that are chintzy, They want to just talk all day. They'll say, yeah, it's conjunct, but no, it should have a closer orb, but it's there. It's like it's there in the same house, right? No, you give them this. They're kind of partying there. Pluto is also very intense. If Pluto and Mars get together, see, that's a warlord. That's a very, very intense. Of course, that's our sexuality. He's very driven. Like that's kind of in the it's trying to hide, right? There's something trying to hide in there. He might have a sex scandal behind closed doors for sure because it's Pluto and Mars, and it might show up on the TV because it's in Leo. I mean, of course, if he's that affiliated, but just whatever you do, don't have sex. You know what I'm saying? Do it like this. Put some high heels on. No, you about then stick that in the letter. It's like I just wanted to have sex. Get out of here. Anyway, so when I'm doing this, look at that Chiron at 14, and he's having a Chiron return. Okay, so he has a Jupiter in Libra that trines. Oh my God, the Jupiter in Libra. See, this is a really lucky person. His Jupiter in Libra trines exactly Uranus, and it's mildly trining his Sun. This is his money orientation. He's an extremely good businessman because Jupiter is in the it's in the second house of Taurus, which is money. He also he also has Virgo there. It is very earthy, so this person is locked down with a satchel. You see, he's very good with his resources, but he has a spiritual thing happening with because it turns into Libra. This is really interesting. What I'm looking at with this Neptune conjunct Jupiter. Well, it's not a conjunction, but no, it's pretty big because Jupiter is gaseous and it's still there, but it's right. Chiron is right in between. So he's wounded. He has his wounds are lying in his spiritual orientation and the monetary also. It's interesting to think because it's right involved with this. It does trine his thing. So he knows something about money. He's not see people. He's probably not really as stingy as people think he is, or whatever. As far as that, I don't know, but there's just a lesson there. He's very wounded there. He's a warrior. He's gonna heal himself there, and he's gonna heal somebody else there. Something that's just a spiritual thing. And see, but now when I'm doing this, I'm thinking of the aspects in the sky right now, and everything is in his favor. Like it's like everything is like, whoa, man! Look at how the Neptune trines that Cancer thing, and you want to look at the outer planets. What is Pluto doing for him? It's not exactly see. It's not exactly really wreaking havoc on him. Other people could be feeling things like still so, but now the Taurus on the midheaven, right there. See, if you were doing astrology, you can see where am I doing this? God have mercy. He has that conjunction that just happened with the Mars and Uranus, which is very weird. It was, if you didn't notice, it was around right this time. It's 3 degrees on and 3 degrees off. Well, it was just 2 degrees away when right on exactly as aspecting. This is why how you do astrology, and I call it he was directly affected. Yeah, when um, he had to go through something. It's stressful to have to get your ear cut for something and then have somebody killed in back of you. To do whatever you had to do there. But they have technology. He's involved with technology that you have no idea. It's rubbing elbows. His family rubs elbows with Tesla. It's just a rubbing elbow thing. They kind of are affiliated, and they do have lots of invested in space weaponry. I mean, he tried to tell us. He says, "I think we should have space weaponry." And we're like, "Yeah," and it's like, we already do. That's pretty much what he's saying. He's like, you guys, they're sending it up there already. Don't you think we should blow some of those up? I mean, maybe. I think, they're doing under intergalactic policy, wartime policy. When it gets up to that state, and we are definitely at wartime policy, babes. It's always a war here, babes. How do we make sense out of this? I don't know. You just do it, and it doesn't look like that he's going anywhere. You can look at it. You can say, you can see how that. Now, ultimately, just elementary, that the Pluto is trining. It's causing a grand trine with his Gemini and Libra. This person is probably well liked by a lot of people. Especially my generation, because it's the Gemini. And look at that Mars. I don't know, babes. It's the most interesting movie, because I don't pay attention to it. But out of all the presidents, Washington, Adams, Jackson, then Washington, Adams. I used to know all of the presidents all the way, and I can't believe I just fucking come up with a blank. I used to just fucking pipe it out. Washington Adams, Jefferson Madison, Monroe Adams, Jackson Van Buren, Harrison Tyler, Polk Taylor, Fillmore Pierce, Buchanan Lincoln, Johnson Grant Hayes, Garfield Arthur, Cleveland Harrison, Cleveland McKinley, Roosevelt Taft, Wilson, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover, Roosevelt Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Clinton, Bush, Obama. Sorry. See, I learned all the way up till Reagan because it was a blues song that my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Scott, played, like towards the end of the class. She would just put on these boogies, and this one was like, Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Roosevelt, Taft, Garfield, Arthur. That's how you learn. If you want to learn bullshit, that's how you learn. You just hypnotize yourself and make a pattern out of it. Okay? I mean, if that's any kind of an education or something, I mean, everybody's all really so impressed that you can memorize the Constitution of the United States or something, and it's like, nah, just put it in a song and groove on it right before you go to sleep. Really fucking groove on it. And then somebody like me with audiographic memory is like, I don't know, why don't we have our audiographic memory on? I might have gotten some wrong, but no, when I start singing it on tune, I start getting, I'm like, yeah, no, I think so. I remember that. Roosevelt, Taft, Garfield. No, Johnson, Grant, Hayes. Sorry, I got that wrong. Anyway, doing Trump's chart, he was directly involved with this. He had to go through a nervous breakdown just to do this thing, whatever, if it was real or not, we don't know, but everybody is so moved, and yeah, but the truth is that presidencies, each one brings it's a trip. They insert exactly what they're involved with, whether the public knows it or not. For instance, Clinton was involved with the cocaine trafficking by way of just like shipments, and so everybody and their brother turned into a cocaine head in the 80s, I guess, and then Obama. I don't want to talk about how everybody why did they turn gay around that time? Well, you don't want to find out what Joan Rivers said right before she got killed, because it was not cool to mention that everybody knows that Michelle is Michael, or is going to Michael, or something like that, or is Michael, was Michael. But did you notice how the craze of to go under the knife for transvestitism and to be gay? Everybody turned gay during the Obama administration, even me. I mean, it's like, I guess, I'm sure, come at me. And then, yeah, so Trump gives us his influence of the space weaponry stuff, and we saw a lot of attacks on USA like crazy. We saw so many fucking earthquakes go on that it was just like, what is going on here? Why is it all of a sudden this, and then all of a sudden the clouds out here, we had finally had some thunderstorms. We never heard thunder like that or seen lightning like that. People, it was weird. It's like, excuse me, what is happening out there? I never heard anything like that. That was fully, they're saying, let's just see what we can do. Let's see how the public is. So, see, with Biden, we're looking at CGI. We're looking at AI. You know, let's close it out with just, yes, and I think that about to get in. Yeah, but that's somebody turning on and off from mind control, probably way in the background, like Hillary Clinton. That was a glitch. She was like, I think I can. I think she still has electrodes happening, but it's free energy stuff. But they don't plug it in all the way. Have a nice day.